welcome to Jesus Matriculation School Talavadi Social Class. Today I go to explain Geography lesson number 2, Weather and Climate part 1. Climate is one of the basic elements in the natural environment. It affects landform, soil type, fauna and flora. It influences man to a large extent. In a small village in Dharmapuri district, Tamil Nadu, in our native state, in the month of May, Yukta enjoys her vacation in her brother and family. The little story. She always wear cotton cloths. Her mother makes food like porridge, buttermilk, lemonade, watermelon, etc., which suits to summer. At the same time, in May month, Tia, who lived in Auckland, New Zealand, with her father and mother, wear fleece jacket, jeans, gloves, and socks. Her mother makes hot food like sandwich, salmon, oatmeal, soup, etc. Yukta celebrates Christmas with friends in winter, whereas Tia celebrates Christmas during summer. Can you think of why? Yukta and Tia stay in two different empires and have different way of life. This is because of the difference in weather condition of those places. Weather and climate influence man's activities like what we eat, wear, and house in which we live and work, farming, sailing, fishing, modern transport, and even our playtimes, etc. Hence, one should have knowledge about the weather and climate. So, in this chapter, we are going to learn about weather and climate, its elements, and how they influence our lifestyle. First, we are going to learn about weather. Weather is the day to day conditions of the atmosphere at any place as regards sunshine, temperature, cloud cover, wind, fog conditions, air pressure, humidity, perceptions, and such other elements. It refers to short period like a day, a week, a month, or a little larger, and as such weather changes from time to time in a day and one period to the other in an year. Do you know? Earth's atmosphere is a layer of gases surrounding the planet Earth and retained by the Earth gravity. It contains about 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, 0.97% argon, 0.03 carbon dioxide, and 0.04% trace amounts of other gases and water vapor. In the morning, the weather may be sunny with a clear sky in a place, and evening there might be clouds and rains. Similarly, the weather is a cool in winter and hot in summer. Already we know that. We often hear people saying today the climate is good or bad. It is incorrect to say like that. Instead, it has to be said that the weather is good or bad. We could observe the television news reader saying weather report and not the climate report. For example, cricket match have been postponed due to bad weather. That is the example of weather, etc. Now we are going to learn about climate. It is a generally defined as the average condition of the weather of a place or a region or state. The average atmospheric conditions are determined by measuring the weather elements for a long period of time, which is usually for 35 years. The elements of weather and climate are the same. The climate does not change often like weather. Do you know? The word climate is derived from the ancient Greek word klimo, which means inclination. Controlling factors of weather and climate. Angle of the sun rays, the length of the daytime, attitude, distribution of land and water bodies, location and direction of mountain ranges, air pressures, winds, and ocean currents are the major factors which affect the weather and climate of the region. The earth is a spherical in shape, so the sun rays fall unevenly on the earth's surface. The polar region receive slanting sun rays. Here there is a little or no sunlight, thus there is an extreme cold winters. Vertical sun rays fall directly on the region around the equator. Hence, the climate is very hot and almost no winters. The difference in temperature makes the air and water move in currents. Warm air rises that creates more space for an beneath while cool air settles down. Do you know? The scientific study of weather is called meteorology and the scientific study of climate is called climatologist. Elements of weather and climates. The first one is temperature, the next rainfall, the next pressure, the fourth one is humidity, and the fifth one is wind. Are the major elements of weather and climates. First, we are going to learn about first one, the temperature. Already we know that temperatures and barometers look like that in our science lab. Temperature is one of the key elements of weather and climate. The earth and its atmosphere get heated from the sun through insolation. The degree of the heat present in the air is termed as temperature. Apart from sun rays, the heat in the air also depends the atmospheric mass to a small extent. Temperature varies with the time due to the changes in the level of radiations which reach the earth's surface. This is due to motion of the earth, the rotation and revolutions we are called that, and inclination of the earth axis. Do you know? Distribution of weather elements are shown by the means of isolines on maps. Isolines are those which are joined the places of equal values. Isolines are given different names based on the weather elements they represent. Isotherm we called this is equal temperature. Isochrony we called equal lowest mean temperature for a specified period. Isohill called now equal sunshine. Isolobar we call now equal pressure tendency showing similar changes over a given time. Isobar we call now equal atmospheric pressures we know. Isohate we call now equal amount of rainfall. These are the coming classes we are going to learn about this. The next is the temperature influences the level of humidity, the process of evaporation, condensation and precipitations. Heat energy from solar radiations is received by the earth through three mechanisms. They are radiation, conduction and Convections. The Earth atmosphere is heated more by terrestrial radiation than isolation.